The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gone. 2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 60 yards.
And the Cards are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Banks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Here's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Goff now to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully... Three straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Cardinals 6. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On the return is Williams. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Hines. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To throw again on second down. Goff. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He's going deep for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Murray now. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Murray. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20.
By Aiden Hutchinson, a 3-yard loss on play. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Goff. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Goff being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Goff. Caught on the slant. And the Lions are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing now. Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Green. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Easy.
Murray now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's a win here for the Lions, and the guy who spearheaded things was their quarterback, and that's Jared Goff.
Yeah, that was a masterclass in quarterback play, wasn't it? 5 touchdown passes. You talk about the rapport he had with his receiver.
come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the yeah. Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, on the curve, on the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy.